一二三，出发！回来。Welcome back again to another episode of Living in China series. As you can see from my background, I'm in a basketball gym in the city of Qingdao to speak to MD. MD is originally from Bronx, New York. He has been in China for 7 years teaching basketball to different levels of people in China. He is embodiment of everything relating to basketball. Today, he's on my channel to share his experiences as a Black American teaching basketball in China, Qingdao, for the past 7 years. Let's go to his gym and speak to him. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, and let's grow the channel together. I'll talk to you guys later. Today I'm right here with my brother.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
MD.
to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
So can you briefly introduce yourself?
Well, my name is MD. I'm from New York, America. Been in China about 6 or 7 years. I'm a basketball coach / trainer / player / all of that good stuff. We in the gym right now.
Where in America are you from?
I'm from New York, but I lived in Houston, Texas. So I got north and south in my family. A lot of my family lives in the south, and also they still live in New York. So those are the two places I call home.
How was it like growing up in America as a young Black boy?
rough. Definitely, it's a culture shock when you go to any different place. So just being from New York and coming up in the time that I did, it was definitely a different world. Even now, I'm gonna sound real old, but the internet wasn't as popular, cell phones wasn't as popular. So just the changing of modern day has made life just completely different. But growing up for me, it was definitely an experience that molded me to make me the person I am today.
So you talk about culture shocks, and now you live in China. What are some of the culture shocks that you experienced when you came to China for the first time?
You kind of briefed me on it already, but some of the things that I noticed, I'm gonna give you two different aspects, because one is before COVID.
Okay.
Before COVID, people didn't wear masks, so maybe just people genuine behavior as far as coughing or spitting, that stuff was kind of different to me, but I got used to it. Also, people are space. They don't really give you too much space. That was different for me. Also, the touching, people will, point at you, touch you, not trying to hit you, but it's just a difference. In America, definitely in New York, people mind their own business because that type of stuff would be dangerous. But here, that's common, that's normal. After COVID, especially for foreigners, people just have their own opinion.
Right.
Whether it's not necessarily politics, it's just people have their opinion on, foreigners, wherever they come from, light color, dark color. So just being foreign, if you don't speak Chinese, some Chinese people may feel awkward, but some people embrace it.
Right.
So it's just a matter of where you are and also how you perceive the energy that's coming in your direction.
I spent the whole day with you, and you are teaching basketball to different levels of Chinese children, right? What's it like being a basketball coach, teacher, a trainer as a Black American in China?
I mean, it's a great opportunity. You've been with me the whole day, so you see how hard I actually, be working. The different levels come with the different challenges, so you see me teach beginner class, that takes a little bit more patience, but you also see me teach really good guys. So, I have fun doing it all. It's just really just a balance and trying to understand that, they are here to learn. And I'm happy because kids don't give you no attitude. They genuinely try their best. In America, it's not like that. So for me, it's just a pleasure and people wanting me to, help them. And they believe in me. So those things help it and make it easier.
Do you see an influence of the Black culture on the young Chinese kids in terms of basketball and the music?
Oh, of course. Music plays a big part. Normally, I would have music playing during my class, but I just didn't, do it today or in the other gyms. But, music is something that definitely has influence, especially hip hop. You
Right.
know, people, they're attracted to the catchy songs or the songs with a dance. So, you know, the young kids, they definitely like to mimic some of the words or some of the catchy, you know, phrases. So yeah, music has influenced basketball in a large way,
You are from America, right? And we watch the news of the police brutality. You're living in China, and we go through the street of China, we don't see the police carry weapons or guns. Does it give you any sense of security or safety? Because for me, I'm from Ghana. My experience is totally different from you, from America. In China, do you feel safe as a black man, a black American here?
I mean, well, yeah, I feel much safer not seeing weapons. Definitely where I came from or where I'm from, you know, everyone has a weapon, and that's in New York. And in Houston, you know, weapons are legal, so people can actually carry them. And being in Texas, that's something that people really like doing. So here, not seeing any weapons at all, the only thing that shocks me is the kids that play with the toy guns.
Toy guns.
And I'm sitting there like, you know, for me, it's kind of like a shock in my head because I know it's not real, but I'm like, you can't even walk around with a toy gun like in America. People take weapons very, very seriously. So here, no, I feel safe. I feel safe because one, I know weapons are not allowed and people here are not genuinely trying to, you know, cause no danger. I know, I'm not saying that it's safe everywhere, but from my experience, I feel secure.
You feel secure in China.
Yeah.
What has been some of the highlights of your life living here for almost 7 years? If you talk about two most important highlights of your life here, what are you going to say?
Wow, got to narrow it down to two. I mean, well, one for sure is just, you know, the opportunity I've had to do all the teaching. I've taught more than 10,000 Chinese kids. 10,000 Chinese kids from all levels.
You mean 10,000?
10,000.
1,0,0,0.
Yes, yes. I mean, my first couple years, I did tours where I would teach an entire province of universities. I've done entire provinces of high schools. And then just as far as my day-to-day, when you look at not really having a vacation, not really having any rest days, I mean, I work pretty hard. So yeah, it's more than 10,000. That's just being on the light end. But just knowing how active I've been for 7 years, I've seen too many kids. So to reach that many people and then, you know, teach some CBA teams, you know, I count all those numbers. You know, even if it's just one time, I've been given the opportunity to, you know, show them what I've learned. And everybody's embraced it and, you know, I can see the results.
You are in the field of basketball in China. How do you see the Chinese basketball progress so far?
I mean, it's getting there. It's come a long way, but there's hopefully, you know, even with some of the things I'm doing, writing a book, you know, there's other basketball coaches that are trying to, you know, shock the culture. Right. But really, it's going to take time. You know, it's not about hard work. It's about imagination. It's about the music as far as incorporating freestyle. It's something you feel. And when that affects the youth a little bit more, then as they get older, the results will change. But right now, it's getting better. It's getting better. It's better than it was 10 years ago.
What are some of the challenges that you go through as a trainer, as a coach, as a player of the beautiful game basketball in China?
For me, challenges are to not play because it's too easy. So, you know, I don't want to cause nobody problems. So when people ask me to play, that's the hardest part because I know what will happen if I play. But being my age and just the longevity, I try to just preserve my body. But being a competitor, I always want to say yes. But that's one of the hardest things is telling people no. I don't want to play. Even though inside I know, like...
You still got it.
What? I can go right here, right now. I can go right here, right now. But I know that, okay, it's best for me to just relax.
You've been living here for 7 years. Do you think China, the image of China out there in America, is the same as you have experienced here?
No, definitely not. you have to come here and you have to experience it for yourself. You know, take it all in, from the food to the people, the experience. Because the perception that you have of Chinese people in America is completely different. The same as people from Cuba, the same as people from Africa, same as people from India. Like, it's a different perception. So you have to come to China, embrace the culture. You know, not even a long time, but it's definitely something that you have to experience.
Obviously, you and I, we are different. I'm from Africa.
Yeah.
Right? When Chinese see me, the first thing that comes to their mind is Aryan, black person.
Yeah.
Have you ever been discriminated against because of your color, because of where you come from, because you are a black man in China? 100% keep it real.
100% keeping it real. The only discrimination would be when I go to do my recovery or rehab in the spas, when they see dark-skinned people. There's a little bit too much attention they're paying to, you know, to the features on your body. That, to me, is a little uncomfortable, but that's about the only discrimination, because it could be 100 people in there. But there's 99 Chinese and one black man, and 99 people are looking at the black man. So it's like, we all in here the same way, but there'd be more attention. So it
never gets physical.
No, I mean, no.
Right.
There have been some close calls, but, you know, again, it's because of culture. Like, people will try to engage in conversation just so they can just be more close. But for me, I've been doing it a long time, so I understand how to keep my space and keep my privacy. So, but that's the biggest discrimination as far as, like, outside of when I'm at the spa, just in general. No, the only time I probably felt that a little bit is when COVID happened, because they were assumed that foreigners brought it here.
Right.
And my thing was, I was already here, so I felt a little bit of that, but that was only maybe for like a month or two time. Outside of that, no, not really.
Living here for almost 7 years, rate your life in China, your overall experience is over 10. Rate it.
100.
100. I give you 10, you say 100.
100.
Why keep it 100?
I mean, that's my experience. That's what I've been. That's my journey. You know, the places I've gone, the people I've met, the things I've seen. I've only got good things to say. You know, from the different type of foods, and just, you know, the different type of experiences I've been able to take part in China. I would have to give my experience a 100. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm happy. That's why I got this big smile on my face. So, but if I have to put into your number, I would say 10. But I'm gonna add another 0 and make that 100. Yeah.
So you mean your life here? You're happy about your life in China?
I'm definitely happy with my life here in China.
Why are you not happy in America?
Well, I mean, America just has different challenges. To be honest, I mean, America is great too. It's just that 100. there's nobody like me here. So
I like that.
Do I want to go and be similar to other people, or do I want to be the unicorn in a country of 1 billion people?
Right.
So I like my odds. I like my situation to go and compete in America. It's not that I'm afraid of any challenges, but I know people aren't coming over to China, especially committing to being here the way I am. So that gives me a sense of comfort and a sense of security. But that's pretty much the top reason. I have no competition here, and if I was to be in America, I would be competing with everyone in my field who's at the height and the top of their game. And that would be a great situation to be in, but I like the situation I'm in, seeing that there's no competition.
No competition. If there are young guys like us who want to travel the world, but they're so scared of the unknown, look in the camera and give a message to them.
Oh, well, look, definitely you should come to China. You know, get that visa, come experience, you know, the lifestyle, the journey, the places to go, and it's affordable. You know, it's not expensive. So, yeah, get a visa, come to China, go somewhere warm, preferably. Don't go to the cold or the north. It's very beautiful up there, but it's cold. But if you can find yourself anywhere in the south, there's a lot of foreigners, so there's a network of community that you can associate with, and, you know, enjoy the food and enjoy the life here.
MD, thank you so much for talking to
My
us,
brother,
man.
no problem, anytime.
It's been so beautiful spending the whole day with you, seeing you train different levels of Chinese, showing them what you got in you, and not being selfish, but imparting to the next generation. It's a beautiful experience, and I'm glad I came.
I appreciate
to
that.
Just be with you the whole day.
Nah, thank you for
Thanks,
taking the
man.
time.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for the interview.
Thanks, man. Peace out. We're done.
All right, later.